more like an interaction. Let me start the recording. So it's more of an interaction, otherwise it's as if I am just speaking to walls. So communication, non-verbal communication is 93%, right? So when we talk, see each other face to face, then the communication what is 93%. The words I'm going to speak is just at 7%, and that is true for you also. Like when you are looking at me and I am looking at you, it's non-verbal communication, two-way communication, right? So what I'm going to do today is today I'm not going to, frankly speaking, I'm not going to sell anything here today. I'm not here to sell anything. So let me make the whole context very clear. So I'm here to give some knowledge to you, give some value to you for your participation, for taking out your time and being here. And I want you sincerely to have a fabulous year 2022, and how to have that and how to set the goals, how to have your resolutions. That's what I'm going to speak about it, how we form the habits. Let me share my screen first. So just 1 minute. Okay, you can see the screen share, right? Great. So that is the topic as to why New Year resolution won't work. And if I take it slightly ahead, okay, so what I intend to do is we'll see the reason why the New Year resolutions don't work, or what is the science behind it, what is the root cause, because until unless we know the root cause of anything, it's very difficult to take it out from the root. So we need to know the root cause of the resolutions not working, and then what is the effect on our life. Like we make resolution, हम resolutions बनाते हैं और resolutions टूटता है, लेकिन इस सब के पीछे में ये जो particular behavior है हमारा, this particular behavior of ours, how is that going to affect our life on a day-to-day basis? This is also very, very important. And of course, finally, let's make them work for you this year. So that is my basic aim and basic goal, that I should make the New Year resolutions, the year 2022, for you to make it work. So yeah, this is about me. I am Y Srinivas, your mind igniter at 50. I'm here because I'm on a mission to transform lives of people and help them lead a very happy, disease-free and a healthy life, a new personality 2.0, using very simple, natural and very effective NLP and HUNA techniques. So this, you can reach out to me in this email ID, and of course my listing is also given. And I'm also an author of an ebook that is Children Are Valued Treasures. These are basically a collection of stories, short stories, which ignites the mind of a child. And basically because the creativity of the child is so very important, and we have to ignite that creativity among the child. Unfortunately, none of our education system does that. So my small effort to collect the stories which ignites the mind of the children, and also by this particular ebook, what I try to bring out is the habit of parents telling the stories to the children, because this concept has gone over a period of time because of the social media and the internet and all those things. So I wanted to inculcate those habit of telling the stories. It's a very, very small book of 21 stories, and each story carries a moral. So I request all of you to buy this book. This is basically a gift from the parents and the grandparents to their children. Okay, so the link is there, and my team, if they want, they can put the team, if you can put the Amazon link into the chat box, people can buy it. So I'm also an author, B30 at 60, a book on aging, and this is about to be released. It's ready for publishing, and I'll announce the dates. And yes, B30 at 60 means you can look and feel at 30. even if you are at 60. That is what is the book all about. I've given very, very simple techniques as to how you can make your life happy and healthy and make you beautiful at the age of 60. Okay, so New Year resolutions doesn't work, or if I can say, it works only for 10% of the people. Only 10% लोग जो हैं वो अपने न्यू ईयर रेजोल्यूशन को बनाते हैं और वो सक्सेसफुल होते हैं. तो let's make it work for you in the year 2022. So yeah, let me congratulate you because you are at the right place at the right time. This is the start of the year, और यही time है कि when you can make the new year resolutions. And but before I start, I request all of you to have 2 pieces of paper and pen, because at somewhere around the end of this particular session we will have small exercise. So instead of running for the paper and the pen, then I request you to have 2 small papers, 2 A4 size paper, cut into 2 pieces, or 2 small note sheets will do. Okay, so collect it, and congratulations, because you are at the right time at the right place, and this is the start of the year, and you have this. That is the 9th. So if you make the resolutions today and make it firmly and start meticulously follow the very, very simple techniques what I'm going to tell you, you are going to achieve almost all of those resolutions. Okay, before I go, let me ask you, just close your eyes and just try to recollect your 2021 resolutions, if you have made any. Okay, in the year 2021, that is January 2021, if you have made any resolutions, just try to collect them, as many as possible. And I'm sure 90% of the people will not be able to collect those resolutions. And even if you are able to collect the resolution, just see as to how many did they work, means how many resolutions did you are able to fulfill. If yes, how much? And if not, how many? And you should also know why those resolutions were not met, or you could not keep up those resolutions. That's very important. Okay, so yeah, so the problem is 90% of the people, actually 75 to 80% of the people don't make a resolutions, and the rest of the people who make a resolutions, 1st of the January they will make the resolutions, and by 10th of the January, suppose they make a resolution saying that yes, I'm going to lose weight, I get up in the morning and go for a walk. So on 1st of January or 1st of January, 2nd of January onwards, you will see so many people going for a walk and all those things. And by 10th, when you go for the walk at the same time, you see the percentage of people who are going for walk has reduced by 75%. And by 30th of that particular month, you will not see, you will be the alone who is walking, or maybe few others will be there. And that's true only when you go for a walk every day. So that is generally happens every year, but 10% of the people are always there who keep their resolutions and they keep their discipline going. So let's see the reasons why the new resolutions don't work. One of the first reasons is that there is no motivation or commitment from the individual who is making. जनरली होता है कि हम जब न्यू ईयर आता है तो सब बोलते हैं resolution बनाना है. When we look at outside and we make the resolution, right? We pick up the resolutions externally. It doesn't come from internally. Like किसी friends ने बोला कि मुझे weight कम करना है, तो चलो मैं भी एक resolution बनाता हूँ. किसी और parents ने अगर कुछ बोल दिया तो then you say कि चलो I'll make a resolution, and it's on the go. मतलब जाते चलते फिरते कोई भी resolution बनाने की इच्छा हुई तो आपने बना लिया, मतलब अंदर से कोई motivation नहीं है. It's all the external factors which you make the resolution. So जब तक कोई भी चीज अंदर से नहीं आता, जब से मोटिवेशन अंदर से नहीं आता है कि हाँ मुझे ये करना है, that will not happen because it is only at the conscious level. Okay, what is conscious level, what is subconscious, वो हम बाद में देखेंगे. So if you see, अगर हम डे टू डे में देखेंगे तो हर चीज जो भी बाहर प्रकट होता है, आउटसाइड में जो दिखता है, कहीं ना कहीं कभी ना कभी वो इंटरनली पहले फॉर्म हुआ है, उसके बाद एक्सटर्नली आया. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर आपने एक बिल्डिंग देखा है तो स्टार्टिंग में जो उसका जो कॉन्सेप्ट है, इट हैज कम इन द माइंड ऑफ सम इंजीनियर और द सम आर्किटेक्ट. then it has come on papers, and then it become a reality. Similarly, for anything, if you have a new car which is there on the road, that car concept and the design was built in the mind first, and then it has come to the external world. And this is true with anything also, anything. So resolution also, अगर ये आपके मन के अंदर में, आपके दिमाग के अंदर, आपकी बॉडी के अंदर में पहले है, उसके बाद उस मोटिवेशन के साथ अगर आप रेजोल्यूशन करते हो, तो दैट कमिटमेंट विल कम, एंड दैट यू विल हैव सेइंग दैट, यू विल हैव दैट जिद सेइंग दैट नहीं, मुझे ये रेजोल्यूशन करना है. बट जनरली होता क्या है कि सबसे बड़ा रीजन है कि मोटिवेशन के बिना लोग रेजोल्यूशन बनाते हैं, और ये रेजोल्यूशन 5 दिन, 10 दिन या 15 दिन से ज्यादा नहीं टिक सकता. दिस इज द फर्स्ट एंड द फॉरमोस्ट रीजन. दो सेकेंड जो रीजन होता है, since this resolution has been made externally by looking at outwardly, there is a resistance to change, because कभी भी कोई भी चीज को आप चेंज, कोई भी चीज, नया चीज को अपनाते हो, तो you have to come out of the comfort zone, right? So यहाँ पे क्या होता है कि जब externally आप कुछ करते हो ना, तो you are not ready to change, you are not ready to come out of that comfort zone. और जब आप उस कंफर्ट जोन, when you don't come out of that comfort zone, you cannot achieve anything new. Because, for example, again, I'll take the same example of getting up in the morning. Now, for getting up in the morning at 5 o'clock or 5:30 or 6 o'clock, you have to come out of the comfort zone of sleeping till 8 o'clock. Because you have been sleeping till 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock or 7:30 for a long time. And all of a sudden, if you want to get up at 5:30 or 5:30 or 5 o'clock, you have to come out of that comfort zone of the bed. So that resistance to change is another reason, which is why the resolution doesn't work, new resolutions doesn't work. And the third part is lack of planning and action. For example, if you are going for an excursion, like suppose your parents say that, chalo, let's go for an holiday, and you know the place. So will you not plan everything? What you're going to go, what are the dresses you're going to wear, what are the dresses you're supposed to take, how you're going to enjoy your holiday, what you're going to do there. Everything is meticulously planned, right? And when you do that meticulous planning, you reach there, you enjoy it, and you come back. And that is true exactly with your resolution also. अगर आपने एक resolution बनाया कि मेरे को 6 months में मुझे मेरे को 10 kg weight loss करना है, तो that resolution itself will not work, because उस 6 months में 10 kg weight lose करने के लिए आपको plan करना पड़ेगा. What will be your diet? What will be your daily routine? What are the disciplines you are going to follow? Because success will not happen overnight, and success will not happen even when you are there in the comfort zone, or when you don't want to come out of your comfort zone. Success is a one step at a time process. It is a slow process, and it will take its own time. So when you have set a goal, अगर आपने एक गोल सेट किया कि मेरे को 6 महीने के अंदर में मुझे 10 kg कम करना है, तो आपको उसको प्लान करना पड़ेगा कि 1 महीने के बाद मुझे कितना वेट कम होना चाहिए, 2 महीने के बाद कितना होना चाहिए, 3 महीने के बाद कितना होना चाहिए. एंड इन चीजों को होने के लिए what are the things I am to follow, what are the disciplines I have to follow, what is my diet restrictions I should have, again and again, all these things. Because until unless you have that, you will not be able to achieve that particular goal of yours. So generally people make the resolution externally, they don't come out of their comfort zone. The third is they don't have any plan of action, they don't take any actions actually. And the next thing is the perseverance. They don't have the perseverance. They fail once, they fail twice, they fail thrice, and the fourth time they give up. Suppose you have set a goal, अगर आपने एक गोल सेट किया है और आप उस गोल की ओर, उस लक्ष्य की ओर जा रहे हो, और आप जब लक्ष्य की ओर जाते हो तो आपको फेलियर्स आएंगे, चैलेंजेस आएंगे, सेटबैक्स आएंगे. लेकिन जनरली क्या होता है कि लोग एक फेलियर, 2 फेलियर और 3 फेलियर के बाद दे गिव अप, दे डोंट हैव दैट परसिवरेंस. बट वही इंसान सक्सेसफुल होता है जो बार बार अपने लक्ष्य को भूलता नहीं है, और बार बार फेल होने के बाद भी उठता है, खड़ा होता है, फिर अपने लक्ष्य की ओर चलता है. और ये केवल 10% लोग ही कर पाते हैं. And that is the reason why only 10% of the people are successful. They have their resolutions fulfilled. These are the main reasons. I think last one more is there. Okay, so there are only 4 reasons. I think one I have cut. Okay, so Let us see what are the bad habits. Cigarette smoking, drinking, drugs, driving too fast. Are these the bad habits? Put it in the chat box if you say yes. Because unless there is an interaction. Are these the bad habits, or can you count any more bad habits, any other bad habits? Put it in the chat box, please. Yes, if not in control. Yeah, great. Thanks, Sanjay. Yes. There are many more bad habits. So sleeping late is also a bad habit. And they can be, I can count many of them. There can be many bad habits. Okay. So now, if these are the bad habits, what are these? Procrastination, delaying the things to do. आज नहीं तो कल, कल नहीं तो परसों. Thinking small, my mediocre mindset. The third one, the next one is limiting beliefs. Thinking negative, मैं ये नहीं कर सकता, मैं एग्जाम दूंगा तो मैं क्लियर नहीं कर पाऊंगा. Mediocre mindset, मैं मिडिल क्लास फैमिली से हूं तो I cannot own a 5-bedroom house or a 6-bedroom house. Limiting beliefs that I am from a middle class family, I can't earn more money, I cannot become a multi-millionaire, I cannot become a businessman. What are these? Are these not the limiting beliefs? Are these not are these not bad habits? And these are actually not bad habits. If I say these are the habits which are much dangerous, and these are actually killing habits. Because bad habits जो हमने पहले देखा था, these bad habits, cigarette smoking, drugs and all those things, they come, and yes, there are people who come out of this. They come at a later stage of life and they come out of it. But the other habits, these are the habits which are actually the killing habits. They are there right from the time when you are when you get a sense, maybe 4 to 14 years of age, and then it continues throughout your life. And these habits actually will destroy your future, destroy your life, and you have to take these habits out of your life. Procrastination, thinking mediocre mindset, limiting beliefs, thinking negative about yourself, feeling that yes, I am not good enough, I'm not intelligent. These are the things which are killing habits. We have to come out of these habits. Until unless you you take yourself out of these habits, you can never be successful in life. Your resolutions, nothing can be happen in your life the way you want. So now, having said that, let's see as to how the habits are formed. I'm sure most of you must be knowing. So let's understand the science of a habit and also how to change the habits. These are the two things which we will see. I'll try to explain it. Let's see the science of a habit. If you see this, our mind is made up of 80 billion neurons. 80 billion neurons, and each neuron has a capability of 82 GB. Now what happens is, when we, for example, I'll take an example of, say, let's take an example of getting up in the morning, because this is the most challenging habit somebody wants to form. Suppose you are in a habit of sleeping till 8 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock in the morning, and you want to and how this habit is formed is, what happens is, when we get up at 8 o'clock in the morning, all the neurons which are there in our body, in our mind, they form a neural network. Okay, just see this diagram. These are the neurons, and the neural networks are formed. Like one day when you get up at 8 o'clock in the morning, one neural network is formed in your brain. And the second day when you get up in the morning, the second neural network is formed. Third neural network is formed. Over a period of time, you have a thick neural network saying in your brain, saying that you are used to getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning. So 8 o'clock in the morning is the neural network which is formed, and this becomes your habit. And now when you want to change this habit, you have to change the neural network. All of a sudden from 8 o'clock, if you say I will get up at 5 o'clock, that forming of that, breaking of that old neural network and forming of a new neural network becomes very, very challenging. So how to change that habit, we will see that. But this is sufficient to understand कि हम जब एक हमारा हैबिट फॉर्म होता है तो ये जो न्यूरॉन्स हमारे जो माइंड में है 80 बिलियन न्यूरॉन्स, ये एक न्यूरल पाथवे बनाते हैं, और जब उस चीज को आप बार बार रिपीट करते हो तो वो न्यूरल पाथवे बहुत थिक हो जाता है और उसे हम न्यूरोप्लास्टिसिटी बोलते हैं. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू द डिटेल्स ऑफ दैट. न्यूरोप्लास्टिसिटी बोलते हैं. ओके, टेक फॉर एग्जांपल सिगरेट स्मोकिंग. Now, cigarette smoking is a bad habit. सबको पता है. Even the person who is smoking the cigarette also knows that cigarette smoking is a bad habit and is injurious to health. But what happens is a person when he smokes the cigarette, because by smoking the cigarette he is actually suppressing few of his negative thoughts which are there deep inside his mind. Okay, there must be some negative emotions, and when he smokes the cigarette, instantaneously he gets that kick, and that particular negative emotion gets suppressed. So there is a positive intention of the person when he smokes the cigarette. Deep inside it, there is a positive intention. Okay, so now how cigarette smoking becomes a habit is, whenever a person starts smoking the cigarette, a particular neural pathway is made in his brain, and when he keeps repeating that smoking, whenever he gets that feeling low, he goes and smokes the cigarette. Over a period of time, thus neural network, the connection of the neural pathway of the neurons, they become thick, and then it becomes a habit for him. So to come out of the cigarette smoking, he has to break that neural pathway, which becomes very, very difficult. And that's the reason why it becomes very difficult for the person who is a smoker for a long time, or a chain smoker for a long time, and he is strong in his habit. So this is how the habits are formed. And but like I told you कि जब हमारा न्यूरल पाथवे बहुत स्ट्रांग हो जाता है, it becomes very difficult. Let's take the example of a person who gets up at 8 o'clock in the morning. His neural pathway in habit is that his mind will not take up. Once he decides कि मुझे अगर 5 बजे उठना है, तो उसका जो न्यूरल पाथवे जो 8 बजे का बन चुका है वो कभी चेंज नहीं होगा. सो अगर उसको उस हैबिट को चेंज करना है, तो व्हाट ही हैज टू डू, देयर आर टू थिंग्स ही कैन डू. वन, जब हैबिट हमारा जब स्टार्ट हो रहा है, जब न्यूरल पाथवे बन रहा है, उस वक्त हम ब्रेक कर देंगे. दैट इज द आइडियल सिचुएशन. ओके, अगर वो नहीं हुआ आइडियल सिचुएशन में, सो व्हाट ही कैन डू इज getting up at 8 o'clock every day. No, he can say that from tomorrow onwards I will get up at 7:30 or maybe 7:45. Okay, so start getting up at 7:40, because 8 or 7:45 में ज़्यादा change नहीं है, very small change. So if somebody is getting up at 8, he can always get up at 7:45. So 7:45 को you start getting up, take small actions. Okay, 7:45 you get up, or 7:30 you get up, and you continue this getting up at 7:30 for almost a week to 10 days. So जब आप 1 week और 10 days में आप 7:35 को उठ रहे हो, so then your neural pathway is made in your brain that yes, he is getting up at 7:30, so he can get up at 7:30. Your subconscious mind knows कि हाँ, एक 7:30 का एक टाइमिंग आपका सेट हो गया. Similarly, अगर आपको और आगे बढ़ना है तो then you make it at 7 o'clock, and then for 10 days you go get up at 7 o'clock, and then at 6:30, like that. So you have to give small incremental changes in your habit. That's how your mind will accept. A drastic change from 8 to 5, it will never happen. It will never happen. Very rarely it can happen unless you have a strong inner desire. Okay, so this is one way of changing the habit. Suppose you're going for a walk every day. Usually you're going for a walk for 1 hour. If you want to increase it, so don't increase it from 1 hour to 2 hours. Just increase it by 15 minutes. Say that from tomorrow onwards, I'm going to increase my walking period from 1 hour to 1 hour 15 minutes. Continue this for 1 week or 10 days. So what happens is your new neural network is formed, and that gets merged with the old neural network. So instead of 1 hour, it becomes 1 hour 15 minutes. Then after 10 days, you again increase for 15 to 20 minutes. Then keep going. So this is how a habit can be changed, right? Small incremental changes in your present actions will change your habit. Now, the second is you have a self story. Suppose you have a self story saying that you want to be, everybody has a self story. हम सब अपने एक सेल्फ स्टोरी बना के आते हैं कि मैं एक मिडिल क्लास फैमिली से हूँ, मैं एक इंट्रोवर्ट हूँ, मैं एक मेरे को एक महीने में 50,000 की नौकरी मिल गई तो बहुत है। ये एक हमारा एक सेल्फ स्टोरी है। हर एक का अपना अपना सेल्फ स्टोरीज होता है। ये तो मैं जस्ट एग्जांपल्स दिया हूँ। तो अगर आपको हैबिट चेंज करना है तो आपका सेल्फ स्टोरी चेंज करना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज सेल्फ स्टोरी जो आता है वो हमारे सबकॉन्शियस माइंड से आता है, हमारे जो अंदर की जो बिहेवियर है उससे आता है। तो हमें अपनी सेल्फ स्टोरी को चेंज करना पड़ेगा और एक नया सेल्फ स्टोरी क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा। सपोज अगर आपको एक मोर ऑप्टिमिस्टिक होना है लाइफ में, अगर आपको मोर ऑप्टिमिस्टिक होना है तो आपका सेल्फ स्टोरी जो है ये आपको बोलना पड़ेगा। अगर आप पेसिमिस्ट हो, अभी मतलब नेगेटिव सोचते हो, अगर आपको ऑप्टिमिस्ट बनना है तो आपका अंदर का जो सेल्फ स्टोरी उसको चेंज करना पड़ेगा कि आई एम एन ऑप्टिमिस्ट नाउ। यू हैव टू कीप टेलिंग योरसेल्फ कि आई एम अ पॉजिटिव थिंकर नाउ, आई एम एन ऑप्टिमिस्ट नाउ, आई एम एन ऑप्टिमिस्ट नाउ। और सपोज फॉर एग्जांपल यू आर गुड एट एनी इंस्ट्रूमेंट, कोई भी इंस्ट्रूमेंट आप बजाने में अच्छा है और आपको एक लोकल ऑर्केस्ट्रा में, आपको बैंड में ज्वाइन करना है, तो देन यू हैव टू चेंज योर सेल्फ स्टोरी that from an introvert you have to change it. I'm going out for a music, joining a musical band, I'm going out for joining a musical। ये आप अपने आप में बोलते रहना पड़ेगा ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम। जब इसको रिपीट करोगे तो आपका सेल्फ स्टोरी चेंज होगा, और जैसे ही आपका सेल्फ स्टोरी चेंज होगा आपका बिहेवियर चेंज होगा, आपकी आउटपुट चेंज होगी, and the things start happening. So these are the two methods wherein you can actually change your habits or change your habit and make it a permanent one, and this is how your resolutions can be fulfilled. The first is you have to give an incremental increase in your habits, incremental change in your habits, one step at a time, continue for 10 days, and then the next step. And the second is, so you have to change your self story, and you change the self story, keep telling yourself, and then over a period of time your habit will also change. So these are the two major things, two major methods. And with that, let's go a slightly deeper into the thing as to how our human mind works. This is also very important because we need to go to the root cause. And till now, any change, any doubts anybody wants to ask? No doubts? Good. All clear? Either the student, either the teacher is very good, he is able to express everything and he is able to understand, और कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आया। तो there are only two things ना। अगर कोई डाउट नहीं है तो ब्राइट स्टूडेंट को बहुत डाउट रहता है, जो स्टूडेंट जो डल रहता है उसको कोई डाउट नहीं रहता, बिकॉज उसने कुछ सुना ही नहीं है। तो either of these two है। I hope it is the first one. Okay, so let's go slightly deeper into our mind and how our mind works. Okay, so let me explain it in a very simple way. This is a horse and there is a rider on it. Now, horse is very, very powerful, and if we don't control the horse, it will go haywire, it will go to all places, and it will go on its own. And the rider who is sitting there on the horse will not have any control, absolutely no control on it. Okay, so horse has all the power, it can go anywhere you want, it can do anything what you want, but only thing is you need to have that control on the horse. And this horse actually represents our subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind, human subconscious mind, has so much tremendous power. We cannot even dream of as to what is the power our subconscious mind has. But the only problem is, if we as an individual, if we are not able to control the subconscious mind, it will go anywhere and we will not have any control, and our life will exactly go haywire. Without any control, it will take its own decisions, it will go on its own path. If you want to make your life beautiful, if you want to achieve your goals, if you want to have your dreams come true, the first thing is required is you have to control your subconscious mind. We need to control our subconscious mind, and that's how we are going to have a beautiful life. We can design a life of our choice. we can make all the dreams what we have come true in our life. Because as human beings, हमें पता भी नहीं कि हमारा कितना पावर है, what all we can do with our mind. Okay, so this is what, as a rider, we are the riders. We need to have a control on the subconscious mind, on the horse. The moment we have a control on the subconscious mind or the horse, we can take the horse anywhere we want and everywhere we want. Okay, so that is the basic logic or analogy I can say. And human mind has conscious part is 10% and the subconscious mind is 90%. Our life is all driven by this 90% subconscious mind. 10% of conscious mind is the conscious mind can analyze the things. It has a logical part on it. Whenever something comes to it, the conscious mind will logically think, ये हो सकता है, नहीं हो सकता, ये अच्छा है, ये बुरा है, thinks and plans. Okay, and that's what we human beings सोचते हैं कि हम बहुत intelligent हैं. We start analyzing the things, we start planning the futures, and we think what we are thinking is correct, right? And the next part is this: subconscious mind has only a short time memory. When you talk about short term memory, is like, suppose you are looking at some motivational video, and when you're looking at that video, you're feeling so excited, right? And so you feel excited and you said कि नहीं कल से मुझे करना है, but this excitement lasts only for 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. After that it dies down, because this motivational video has actually reached to your subconscious mind, not to your subconscious mind. Okay, so conscious mind analyzes, it has a logical thinking, it thinks and plans, and the other thing is it is a short-term memory. It's not a permanent or a long-term memory. Whereas your subconscious mind has a long-term memory. Anything which goes into a subconscious mind stays for a long time, and most few of them throughout your life. The subconscious mind has emotions and feelings, right? Any good event which has happened in your life, maybe in your childhood, some moment where you got an award in the school function of doing something good, maybe an essay writing or maybe some dramatics or something like that. The moment you think of those, your whole pictures will come in front of you, the feelings will come in front of you. So that is where that is stored in your subconscious mind. All the emotions, all the feelings are stored in your subconscious mind. The habits, like I told you, the neural pathway which is made. Suppose, for example, as far as the habit is concerned, let's take an example of swimming, right? Now, if you want to learn swimming, if I give a book saying that, if I give a note saying that for swimming, all you have to do is you have to jump into the water, start floating your hands and legs, try to swim, try to float, and once you try to float, and you will be able to swim. So this is what the theoretical part says. अगर मैं आपको स्विमिंग का सीक्वेंस दे देता हूं और आप उसको पढ़ लो, रट लो और उसके बाद पानी में कूद जाओ, तो will you able to swim? No, right? अगर आपको स्विमिंग सीखना है तो you have to get into the water, practically swim, right? And then you learn the swimming. Now what happens when you're doing is, when you're starting to swim, your neural pathways are being made. When you try to swim once, twice, thrice, after a particular part, when you start swimming, in your subconscious mind, that neural pathway is already made. And once that neural pathway is made, that is permanent. And after 10 years, if you jump into the water, that particular neural pathway will get activated and you will be able to swim again. Similarly, another example if we take, so that is one program which is stored in your subconscious mind. Okay, let's take another example. Suppose you have your house and your office, there is a distance of maybe 10 kilometers. You're going from your house to the office every day, and there will be days when you will come out of your house and you will reach the office and you will not come to know. You don't know when you have started your vehicle, when you cross the place, when you have stopped at the red light, and you are there in the office. That's basically because that neural pathway in your subconscious mind is made for the route from your house to the office, and it takes you there. This is the best example. And if, what I mean to say, if you can put something into your subconscious mind, some program into your subconscious mind, if that neural pathway is made, then things will automatically happen. You will not come to know. Your conscious mind will not come to know. The only challenge is you have to bypass your conscious mind, or you train your subconscious mind and then put it into the, conscious mind and put it into the subconscious mind. That is the biggest challenge. And once something goes into the subconscious mind, it becomes your it becomes your behavior, and things can happen. And also the second part is subconscious mind doesn't have any logical thinking. Anything which goes to the subconscious mind, it thinks it is true. Like if you say that I want to become a millionaire, your subconscious mind, until unless your conscious mind restricts it, your subconscious mind will not know. So if you keep repeating the same words, I want to become a millionaire by so and so year, I want to earn so much of money, your subconscious mind thinks ki, yes, what you are telling is correct, and you will achieve that. So that is the power of our subconscious mind. But we generally don't say, because हमारा जो limiting mindset है, we say कि अरे millionaire मैं कैसे बनूंगा? How can I earn million rupees? I am from a middle class family. ज़्यादा पैसा आएगा तो मेरे को, how will I handle that? So all these the limiting beliefs which comes with things. So these limiting beliefs are actually destroying our progress, destroying our success. They're not making our dreams come true. So subconscious mind is so very powerful, and it actually designs our future. This is another example I keep giving. Suppose there is a small child, and since childhood we have been telling that child, you're not good at painting, you're not good at drawing, you cannot draw. And this has been told to the child by the teachers, by parents, by the friends, everybody. And now there is a neural pathway which is made in the subconscious mind of the child, saying that I'm not good at painting. And now when this child becomes big, and when somebody hands over a paper and a pencil and tell him that you draw, so immediately that the subconscious mind, that particular program in the subconscious mind of the child gets triggered, and it says he cannot draw. And whatever his thing, it comes out in the form of his talks, his words, his body language. He says, I'm not good at drawing, I will not be able to draw. And that's how it actually works. So it's so very important. And I also like to say that our conscious mind starts developing from 4 to 14 years, 4 to 14, 15 years. And that's why I say that parenting is so very important. Now, if you have that positive thoughts, positive encouragement, encouraging words into our child when he is growing up, then his subconscious mind will actually develop those positive thoughts, positive mindset, positive beliefs. And exactly his life will be like that only, because all the personality traits, the values, what we develop, a child develops from 4 to 14 to 15 years, 70% of this stays throughout his life, and that becomes his personality. So parenting is actually a project of 20 years. And unfortunately, none of our educational institutes, nobody teaches us what is parenting is. So parenting is so very crucial. Anyway, that's a different topic. And yes, so this is the mind when we are born. It's blank. It's like a white slate. You can write anything in it. And by the way, everybody is a born genius. 98% of the people who are born intelligent and born genius. Everybody is equally, because universe or the God don't have any disparity between two individuals. He wants every one of us to be successful on this earth. But the same person, when they become 18 to 20 years, this is how his mind becomes. All the beliefs, all the garbage, negative beliefs, limiting beliefs, all the emotions, what he carries makes his mind like this. And once this becomes like this, it's so very, very crucial to we have to clear that garbage. We have to clear that garbage mind to make it a healthy mind. And we have to change from a mediocre mindset to a growth mindset. And to do that, what is required, the first and the foremost thing is to clear this garbage as much as possible. You have to clear that garbage and try to bring it to normal as to what we were there earlier when we were born. This is the challenge. And once somebody can do this, then rest assured his life will be very beautiful. Nothing else will be required. So all efforts should be made to make this garbage as clear as possible. Now our mind is actually full like this. We need to make our mind full, our mind as mindful. Because we as humans, we feel that we are very intelligent. हम बहुत कुछ सोचते हैं, बहुत intelligent है, तो हमारा mind पूरा garbage से भरा हुआ है, right? जबकि कुत्ते का mind is like this. It's mindful. It doesn't take any garbage. Simple, very clean. And that's how our human mind should be. Okay, so life, what is life for 95% of us? I am sorry, but I'm going to tell the truth because we should know the reality. And that's what is happening. Now, if you see our life journey, I'm just depicted it in a pictorial way, and I hope you'll be able to understand it and also able to sense it, how dangerous it is. When we are 10 years old, we are healthy, parents are there, we are very active, we are energetic because we don't have any negative emotions, no limiting beliefs, we are enjoying life as it is. So we are very healthy, 10 years, no problem. When we reach to 30 years, we are few years into the service. We might have just got married. We have a new relationship challenges. You start understanding the life because now you are into the service, you are into the job, you are in that rat race of the corporate sector. And if you are smart enough, you must have taken one or two loans. So EMS are also cutting. So job tension, relationship challenges, you have lots and lots of emotions because life is never smooth. You have positive and negative emotions in life. But at 30 years, your metabolism is still good. You have that strength, your body parts are good. You're able to carry that emotions along with you. It becomes a burden on your head, but yes, you're able to carry it. Not much of a problem. But when you reach to 40 years, you have a huge baggage now on your mind. And you are into the job. One is the job tension. The second is your corporate going up the corporate ladder, prove yourself to be better. You have your own responsibilities at home. Your children are there. You have the social responsibility. Your children have to go to school. You have to maintain that status. You have to maintain the relationships between you, your in-laws, your families, and your parents. That's again a challenge. So there is a lot of stress in your body, in your mind, and this stress you're not able to bear. It becomes very difficult for you to bear this stress. Take this baggage along with you. And that's where this tension, stress, anxiety, and obesity comes into play. 40 years is the age, and especially with today's job structure, where you're working from home, you're working in computers, you have very less physical exercises, you have very less one-to-one interactions. This burden is much more. And with this burden, when you are carrying, when you reach to 50 years, you have so many gifts in life. Gifts in the form of BP, sugar, diabetes, heart problem, depression. My question to all of you is this 50 years is the age to carry all this with you? Is it the age to have, or is it the age to enjoy? Because till 50 years, you have been working hard for the last 20 years or so to earn money, to have a better life. And when you are at 50 years with these gifts, you're carrying your medicines with you in a packet of medicines, spending lakhs and lakhs of rupees towards the doctors. And also the most important thing, they're not curing your diseases. If doctors are able to cure your sugar, BP, diabetes, they will never say that you have a BP, you have to have this medicine throughout your life. If you have a sugar, they will say that you have to have the medicine throughout your life. Then what are the doctors doing? So my slogan is prevention is always better than cure. Prevent yourself from all these diseases at the age of 50. Enjoy life at the age of 50. Be disease free, be healthy, be happy. And then you see, whatever money you have earned, you enjoy for yourself. That is my mantra. That's right, like your life mind igniter at the age of 50. And that's what I want to do. And it's very easy. You don't have to spend lots and lots of time, because whatever money you have earned for 50 years, is it that money is for you, to enjoy. And if you have this BP sugar and all these gifts at 50, how are you going to enjoy that money? You will be spending that money towards the doctors, towards the medicines, but that's not meant for you. And also, after spending that medicine also, no doctor will give you a guarantee that you will be totally cured of that particular disease. It's a lifelong disease. You have to use the medicines lifelong. And I'm seeing it practically among the old people. I keep studying the people. I'm seeing it with the old people. They keep using these medicines throughout the life and increasing the dosage, because our body also becomes resistant to those medicines after some time. So the dosage has to be increased. And this is the typical life journey for 95% of the people. Why don't we change this? This is not a boon. We have to change this, and we can change this only when we put in effort. We do understand that we also going to be old one day. We also have the right to live. We also have the right to enjoy our life being disease free. So I thought I will just put this across to you people, and it's a thought provoking life journey. And to add to this, let me tell you very, very bluntly, 90% of the diseases today are psychosomatic, all related to mind, your emotions, your stress, your anxiety, the events, what you have been there in your life. I'm going to prove it also through statistics. Like stress is, if you say that allergy is something which is because of some other thing which you don't, एलर्जी इज जनरली सेड कि एलर्जी क्यों हुआ, अरे वो खा लिया क्या तुमने, उसके कारण एलर्जी हुआ. इट्स नॉट दैट. एलर्जी इज अ साइकोसोमेटिक डिसीज. कैंसर इज अ साइकोसोमेटिक डिसीज. डिप्रेशन इज अ साइकोसोमेटिक डिसीज. Stomach ulcers are a psychosomatic disease. Your thyroid is also a psychosomatic disease. 90% of the diseases are psychosomatic. Science has proved that yes, 90% of the diseases, and if you want to be disease free, the first and the foremost thing is you have to be mentally strong. You have to be mentally free, mentally clean. And you might say, is it very difficult? We will see how difficult it is. It's not very difficult. It's very easy. And I also just I follow the principle that life is very simple. We humans make it complicated. Life works on magic. It doesn't work on logic. These are the two very mantras what I follow. Life is very simple. We humans make it complicated. And life works on magic, not on logic. So let's see the statistics. We know that 7.5% of India's population is now suffering with some kind of mental disorder. 7.5%, out of 1.3 billion people. And 50% of the depressions, the depression rate has actually increased to 50% in the last 8 years. That's basically because of the lifestyle, what it is changing now, the type of jobs people are having. The depression rates have increased by 50% in the last 7 to 8 years. And also almost 22% of the elderly people suffers from depression. There are many reasons for it. One is their health condition. Their health condition is not good. They're not able to do their own day-to-day work as they grow old. And to add to this, their near and the dear ones, their children are not there with them because they are leading their own life. So, and in the old days, they had to be alone. So when somebody is not fit, not able to do his own job, and when nobody is there to look after them, then naturally there is no way but to go into depression. So 22% of the elderly people are depressed, and most of the depressions, 34% depression is most common. 34% depression is most common in 34% of the people, and out of this, bipolar is just 1%. This is not much of a this thing. Even Indian mothers, 20% of the Indian mothers undergo depression after the delivery and all those things. And this is profound. 42.5% of the corporate employees suffer from stress and anxiety. 42.5% is a huge percent. That means almost 42% of the people who are working in the corporate sector are not enjoying their work one way. That's why they're going under stress and anxiety. And see that 9 out of 10 people if India suffer from stress. Such a huge thing. 90% of the people are under stress in India. And 95% of the youth 18 to 34, they suffer from severe stress. Is it not so dangerous? 90 to 95% of the people are suffering from one stress, one side of one stress or the other. They are under depression. Is it not our duty to raise concern on this particular point of stress? Because everything is related to mental health. So mental health plays such a crucial role in our lives. We have to control that. And this is what happens. We have to clean our mind once in a while. Unfortunately, we do physical exercise, we are physically fit, but we are not emotionally stable, emotionally fit. And if you want to be emotionally fit or emotionally stable, you have to clean the garbage which is there in your mind once in a while. Tell me how many of you have actually cleaned your mind in your lifetime, right from your childhood or right from the time you had your senses? No, very few, maybe 5% of you. So it's so very important to have that cleaning your mind. Aviral wanted to ask some question. Yes, Aviral, you wanted to ask some question?
No, sir, I was just telling that I have cleaned my mind.
You clean your mind. You clean your mind. Good, good, good. You have cleaned your mind because you have been attending my session
Yes,
last 1 year, right?
yes, 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 sir.
Yeah, that's good. That's why I'm telling now 5%. You come under that 5%. 95% don't do that. Great. Aviral is in class 8, right? 9.
Sir, class 8.
Yeah. So Aviral is in class 8 and he has been following for the last 1 year. So that's why he's very confident that yes, I have cleaned my mind. Good. But 95% doesn't do. Okay. So yeah, it's very important to clean our garbage from the mind. You have to throw it out and replace it with positive thoughts. And this is a 4-step formula. This is my framework, 4-step framework which I follow for changing from a garbage mind to a healthy mind and a mediocre mindset to a growth mindset. First and the foremost thing is to what is the clutter which is there in your mind, what is the garbage you are carrying. You have to know that. The second is you have to clean that garbage, and once you clean that garbage, clean that clutter, the next thing what you have to do is you have to implant your positive beliefs, because once you have cleaned that garbage, your negative beliefs are gone. You have to implant positive beliefs, right, are empowering beliefs into your mind. And once you implant that empowering beliefs, all you have to do is to nurture them, take care of these positive beliefs. And once you do that, what will you have is a healthy mind and a healthy body. If you're physically healthy, you're physically good, mentally good, you will have a happy life. And this is so very simple. This is the formula, this is a framework what I use from mediocre mind focus, changing from a mediocre mindset to a growth mindset. Understand your garbage, clean the garbage, implant positive beliefs, empowering beliefs, and start nurturing those empowering beliefs. You will be physically fit, mentally fit, and you'll be a happy person. And that's what we require. Happiness is what everybody requires. Everybody earns money for happiness, right? And if you are happy mentally, so life is good. So that is the framework which I follow. And now coming to the thing as to no resolution, there are people, almost 70 to 80% of the people who don't take any resolution. They will go on 31st night, enjoy the party, बट नया 1 जनवरी आ गया, नो रेजोल्यूशंस. So what they are actually doing is they are following their old beliefs. जो old belief अपने दिमाग में है, they are following that. There is no change in their life. They are still carrying that garbage which is there in their mind. एक दिन रात को पार्टी करके enjoy करने से life will not change. You should enjoy. I'm not saying that you should not enjoy, but then you should also put efforts to clean that garbage. They keep accumulating. The 31st night को जो garbage था, रात को तो enjoy किया, but the next day morning they are carrying that garbage forward for the next year and still accumulating the garbage. Procrastinating the things कि procrastinate कर रहे हैं, चलो ठीक है कल कर लेंगे यार, आज नहीं तो next year हो जाएगा, अभी क्या जिंदगी पूरी पड़ी है, अभी वेट क्या करना, अभी तो एंजॉय करना खाने का, बाद में हम देखते हैं. This again a procrastination, and they're not challenging their minds because they're not thinking anything new. Normal is good for them. This is a typical example. If I can take a government employee, he can never think of a BMW because his mindset is not made up of. He says कि मेरे को 30,000 का तनख्वाह मिल रहा है, every month I'm getting 30,000 rupees. Next year when I go, I might get 2% increment or TA rise, whatever it is there. So I'm good enough with that. And whether I do my work or not, 30th को मेरे को नौकरी मिलेगी. So where is the challenge in his mind? He's just taking that life as it comes. There is absolutely no challenge, no excitement. The same place. There are people who are working in the government organization, the same chair for the last 15 to 20 years. Can you beat that? Can you imagine that? Going to the same office, same work, same seat, same environment for 25, 30 years, getting the same amount of money, thinking the same way. Now, what happens here is, now you are actually not challenging your mind. There is no excitement in your life. And when there is no challenge, no excitement, how can a person think of a BMW or a 5-bedroom house or earning 10 lakhs of rupees per month? He cannot do it. Now, apart from that, there is one in our subconscious mind, although there is something going. Our subconscious mind thinks that this person doesn't want to change his beliefs. He's not cleaning his garbage. He's not changing his limiting beliefs. He's always procrastinating. So when a person himself is doing that, what changes he can bring outside? And this becomes a neural pathway in his subconscious mind. And neural pathway, his subconscious mind says, yeah, mediocrity is the one thing which I want to lead, and that he is happy with that. And throughout his life, once he goes out, he's on the deathbed on the last day. Let's be very practical. Everybody has to die one day. When he's on the deathbed, he says कि यार पूरी जिंदगी मैंने mediocre life जिया है और मैंने थोड़ा सा पैसे कमाए हैं अपने family के लिए. There is absolutely no excitement, no contribution to the universe, no contribution to the society. Do we want to do that? Are we here on this earth to lead a mediocre life and go away? Absolutely no. So we need to make resolutions every year. We need to make our life excited. We need to challenge our mind, and that's where our true potential will come out. What is the power of our subconscious mind will come out. Okay, do you want to make 2022 your most successful year of your life? Put it in the chat box, yes or no. Only Sanjay wants to make, nobody else. Yes, let's make 2022 a very successful year. Yes, great. So it should be the most memorable year of your life. And what we can, just 1 minute, yeah. So 3 important things which are there, which you should always do, otherwise it's not possible. First is you have to come out of your comfort zone. That's so right now, say that you are going to come out of your comfort zone. Sleeping till 8 o'clock or getting up late will not be a norm. You have to come out of the comfort zone. Second is you have to take actions. Unless thinking that yes, I want to earn 1 lakh of rupees and just daydreaming it and without taking actions, not possible. Life is never smooth. If you want to be successful, you have to take actions. You have to come out of the comfort zone, work hard, take actions, and rewire and reprogram your mind. Remember one thing, everything is a learned behavior here. Whatever is there, whatever behavior, whatever patterns which are there in our mind is our learned behavior. Because when we were born, we were not having all these behaviors. We have learned it over a period of time, or we have picked it over a period of time. And if some behavior is learned behavior, we can always unlearn and relearn it. So the whole concept is to unlearn the bad behaviors or the negative beliefs, relearn the new behaviors or a positive beliefs. So you have to rewire and reprogram your mind. Okay. So there are a few tips. These are few tips I'm giving to you to have to set the goals for your life to your 2022. What you do is write down all the goals you want to achieve in 2022. It may be any number of goals. Okay. And when you write down all the goals, maybe 15, 20 of the goals you want to achieve in 2022, then think of each goal. Go to each point, think of each goal and think from your heart. दिल से सोचो कि ये गोल मुझे चाहिए कि नहीं चाहिए, कितना, how burning this goal is for you. Okay, and think it from your heart, दिल से, दिमाग से नहीं. Okay, and once you do that, you also see, is there any emotion attached to that particular goal? Suppose you want to get a job in a government sector as an officer. Okay, so this is your goal, and try to find out as to why you want to become an officer in a government sector. Is it that your father who was there, who tried to become an officer, but he tried hard, he worked hard, but he could not do it, but you as his son, you wants to prove that yes, you can do it, and you want to do it. That is an emotion which is attached, and deep emotion which is attached. If such emotions are attached to any of your goals, the chances of achieving those goals will be high. So based on the number of goals what you written, see how these goals are having any emotions attached to them. And once you do that, prioritize them. Which is the first, which is the second, which is the third. So prioritize those goals and write those goals, rewrite those goals. And those goals which are not having any emotions attached to that, and which are not from you're thinking from your bottom of your heart, try to neglect them and put it at the back, at the end. The more are the emotions, the better and the faster your goals will be achieved. Okay, so these are this is how you make the goals for your year 2022. This you can do it afterwards also. And the next thing, once you have done that, you have to do two things. One is write each of these goals every day. Take out a notebook early in the morning when you get up. First thing you have to do is you have to write these goals. And when you write these goals, have those feelings as if your goals are achieved. Every day you have to write these goals. And the next, you have to visualize that you have already achieved. Suppose you want to earn a government job, you have to visualize sitting here that suppose you want to have a government job by the year, July 2022. Just sit here and visualize that in July 2022 you have the appointment letter. Visualize that you have that particular office. See the interiors of the office. See the table and the chair. Feel the texture of the table and the texture of the chair. Also visualize how your people, how your parents are happy. Have those pictures very, very clearly. The more stronger are your visualizations, the better and the faster you'll be able to achieve your goals. So writing your goals every day and visualizing are the two very important things which works like wonders. There is a story here also. There was a person, and this is a real story, I think. There was a person who during his childhood has written few goals, around I think 57 goals he has written, and then he just lost track of that particular diary. And when he was around 50-60 years of age, he got hold of that diary, and when he has opened the diary and seen that goals what he has written at that time, you will not believe 55 of the 57 goals have been achieved by him. So one small thing, those who are parents, one small thing you can do is, one is you write your goals, that is fine. The other thing what you can do is you can tell your child to write down his goals. Because whenever a child writes, whenever a child writes, child means a person, a boy or girl who is able to write. When a boy or a girl writes, he writes from his subconscious mind. The things come from his subconscious mind, him, his or her. And these are the goals which they really mean. And since it comes from the subconscious mind, it is deep rooted inside his subconscious mind, and he or she will be able to achieve it. So we can do this small trick or small exercise of telling your child to write down his goals, and let those goals be kept there with you or with him, and maybe after 10-15 years you just can give it to him and see how many goals he has achieved, and you will not believe 80% to 85% of the goals will be achieved, because they come from the subconscious mind, and if something is there in your subconscious mind, things will automatically happen. So these are the two things you have to write and you have to visualize. Any doubt before we go to the exercise part of it? Any doubts? कुछ तो बात करो ना. I am only shouting, shouting, shouting. So what we will do is we will okay, comment on how what if there is negativity during visualization. Visualization will only come real. Visualization will only come when you have that garbage removed from your mind. Otherwise, visualization will always negativity will come. And initially we will have those negative feelings, and try to picturize the past. The reason why is that you try to live that. July 2022 means you are in July 2022, and you have achieved what the goal you want to set, what you have set. If you have the negative beliefs or negativity during visualization, you will not achieve that goal. As simple as that. Because deep inside, when you have a negative thinking, means deep inside your subconscious mind there is some negative feeling, शायद मेरे को ये goal नहीं मिलेगा. And with that, like if you start a race, and if you start a race with 50% thinking that I will not be able to win this race, then 50% you are lost. So when you do a visualization, you have to be 100% sure, saying that yes, I will be able to achieve this, and this is going to be my life. Okay. Okay, so let me stop sharing the screen. I'll come up afterwards. And what I want all of you to do is just all of you have two pieces of paper. Great. So in the first piece, write down all the negative beliefs what you have as of today. It can be any number of beliefs. All the negative beliefs on white one piece of paper. Both the piece should be separate. Okay. Write down all the negative beliefs what you can have, 10, 15, 20 of them. Once you are done, just let me know. Put it in the chat box as you are done. Good. Aurel is done. So once you're done this negative beliefs, good, Sanjay. So on the other piece of paper, what you have, you just write down your broad goals you want to achieve. Write down your goals for 2022 to 2022. Yeah, maybe 3 or 4 goals, big goals. Okay. So done. Okay. So what you do is just take that negative beliefs paper and fold it and keep it in your hand, and let the positive beliefs paper be there on the table itself, wherever you are. And now just close your eyes with that negative beliefs paper in your hand. Sit relaxed, your feet flat on the ground. Start relaxing your body. Start relaxing your ankles, relaxing your thighs and your calf muscles, your thighs. Relax your abdomen, relax your chest, your shoulders, relax your hands, your neck, and your whole body, your facial muscles and your body. And now as you are relaxed and with those negative beliefs paper in your left hand, just as you are relaxing, you can see a light which is there in front of you, a small light which is very powerful and which is very attracting. And you all of a sudden start getting attracted to that particular light. And you get up, and as you get up, the light starts moving ahead. You start following the light as if you are hypnotized. And you're just following the light, you're going out of your house, just following the light. And this particular small light goes out and goes into your garden, and then all of a sudden it disappears. And you are there in your garden looking for the light all around. And you just want to follow that light. You are just desperately searching to see where the light is. And then all of a sudden you can see the light on the other side of the road. You open your gate and you start following the light. Go to the other side, and as you reach that light starts moving ahead. And light start taking you from different routes, different places, through gardens, to jungle. And you make your way following that light through the jungles. And then that light goes and takes you to a beautiful garden. You go and sit, the light is there stable at the garden. You go and sit on the bench which is there besides that. And as you are sitting there and looking at that light, see the beautiful scenario all around. Such a beautiful garden with lush green plants. There is a river which is flowing by the side. Hear to the sound of the river water. Feel the cool breeze of air, fresh air out there. And up in the sky, you can see the birds flying, enjoying the fresh air at the top. Look at the flowers which are there in this particular garden. There are different types of flowers, different colors, different shapes, and different sizes. If you want, you can just pick up a petal of the flower, feel the texture, see the color of the flower petal. Enjoy this particular garden of yours. Your light is still there. You're feeling so good, so happy to be there in this garden. The atmosphere, the environment is so good. And as you are enjoying and you are so very happy, so energetic, you see that the light which is there starts moving again. You get up from your bench, start following the light, and this light takes you to different places, to distance, to small narrow lanes of small jungle, a narrow path which is there. And then once you come out of that, you see that your light has reached to a place where there are two wells. On the right side, there is a well where you go and see that the water is so pure. The well is so well maintained. The surroundings of the well is so beautiful. And there is a bucket kept there. You try to pick up the bucket, but the bucket is stuck. So you cannot have the water. You go to the other well to have some water, but the moment you reach to the other well, the well is so dirty, so filthy. All the weeds are there around the well. It's not at all maintained. And as you try to peep into the well inside is so stinking. It's not at all maintained. You cannot withstand yourself standing there. Now, the negative beliefs, the paper which you have, just tear them off and then put it into this dirty well. You don't want them. This is not your life. Just throw those papers into that dirty well, and now you're feeling so good, so happy, so energetic. Come back to the other well, the beautiful, pure water well. And to your surprise, when you touch this bucket now, you're able to lift that bucket. Put that bucket into the well, take out that water. The water is so pure. You drink that water. You can feel the freshness of that water. And you're feeling so energetic, so happy, as if a magic has happened in your life. Your body is full of positive energy. You're feeling so good, as if a huge burden has gone out of your mind, of your body. And after drinking some water, and if you want, you can put that water over your head, because this is a pure water. And whatever negative beliefs, negative feelings which are there are now getting drained out from your body because of this water. You can see a little dirt from the water down your feet. And as you put more buckets of water, the pure water is now coming down your feet. You can see the clean water. Everything, whatever negative beliefs, negative thoughts, negative emotions which are there in your body have been washed out. You are rejuvenated. All the cells in your body, all the organs in your body are now rejuvenated. Feeling so good, so happy, so energetic. You run back to your house. As you come to your house, your family members look at you and say, "What has happened? How are you becoming so energetic? Why are you looking so happy?" You have a positive aura around you. And you try to narrate them the story and say that I am now a new personality. I am now energetic. And now come back to your table and the chair. Look at the positive beliefs, what you have written, the goals you have written. And now just imagine that you are sitting on an imaginary timeline, which is 9th of January 2022. And in front of you is your future timeline. You can see a milestone at a distance, which is yellow in color. And on that, your name is clearly written. And that milestone says December 2022, 31st of December 2022. Get up from your seat. Go and stand besides your milestone, that is 31st of December 2022. See your name very clearly written. If you want, you can take that magical pen in your hand, do a signature on the milestone. On December 2022, 31st December 2022, you have achieved your first goal. See your goal very, very clearly. What is that goal? See the picture as to how this particular goal is going to impact your life. Make these pictures of your achievement very, very bright, very colorful. Feel as if you have achieved that goal and people are congratulating you. Your parents are feeling so proud of you. See the smile on their faces. Your family is so happy. Make those pictures bigger, brighter, and bolder. Make those pictures as clear as possible. Have those feelings of achievement, success, joy in your body. Increase the intensity of these feelings from 7 to 8 to 9 and 10. You are at the top of the world. You have a panoramic view of all the pictures of your first goal achieved. How is this particular goal going to impact your life 3 years down the line? Make those pictures also very clear. And now, move on to your second goal. Look at your second goal. You have achieved your second goal. See the pictures of the achievement of your second goal. Make these pictures bigger, brighter, and bolder. Have those feelings of achievement, success, joy. See how people from the places, people from all around your colony are coming and congratulating you on achievement of your second goal. Sweets are flowing in your house. See the smiles on the faces. They are feeling so proud of you. Have those feelings of joy, success, happiness in front of you and make those feelings, intensify the feelings of your success and achievement. And now move on to your third goal. See the pictures of your third goal. You have achieved your second. Remember, you are on 31st of December 2022 and you have achieved your third goal, the biggest goal. And you're so very proud of yourself. And why not? Because you have been striving for this goal for a long time and you have done it today. See how your friends are happy for you. See, you are giving a party in a 5-star hotel. Look at the faces of your friends. They are enjoying it. And you are also feeling so good that yes, you have achieved your third goal. And now have a panoramic view of all the goals, all the pictures of all the goals, first, second, and third. 31st of December 2022, you have achieved all your goals. And as you are looking at your goals, you are feeling so good, so excited. All the cells in your body are now rejuvenated. And then you see yourself on a huge platform, red carpeted. There are 10,000 fans in front of you. And these people, they want to know your secret of success. You are going to share your secret of success with these people. Hear to the sound, the clappings, the hooting your fans are making. And as you start sharing your secrets of success, these people are so happy, they are shouting like hell. Hear to the noise. And once you come down, after sharing your secret, people want to take your autograph. People want to have selfies with you because you are a celebrity now. Just enjoy being a celebrity. Be humble. Give as many autographs as you can. Have as many selfies as you can because these are the people who are your fans. You're feeling so good, so happy that you have achieved all the goals in the year 2022. All the goals set by you and you have exactly achieved them. Enjoy this moment. Be in that Be in that zone of achievement, success, joy, happiness in the year 2022. Have those pictures very, very clear. Make those pictures bigger, make them bright, make them bold. And now come back to 9th of Jan 2022. Sitting here, you see your future. You see your in front of you is the runway, huge runway, broad in bright, golden yellow in color and full of energy. And at the far end, you can see the milestone 31st of December 2022 and see your picture there, your achievement of all your goals, how your life has transformed, how you have become a successful person, achieved all the goals you have set for yourself. You're feeling good, feeling happy, feeling energetic. With those feelings of happiness, joy, success, slowly feel the place where you are sitting. Feel your hands on your lap. Feel the light in the room. Hear to the sound all around. And slowly come back and open your eyes. Good. So this is the power of visualization. I just gave a glimpse of visualization. एंड इफ यू प्रैक्टिस दिस, इफ एक बार में इतना इफेक्ट है तो अगर आप महीने में हर दिन करोगे तो कितना इफेक्ट होगा. नोबडी कैन स्टॉप यू फ्रॉम अचीविंग योर गोल्स. And visualization and affirmations are two very important things which you have to do. Okay. And yes, let me share things. Let me share my screen. Just one more minute. So this exercise, I just wanted to make you feel how the goals can be set and how the goals can be achieved. And we have actually destroyed your negative beliefs. And if you want to know your strength and your passion, if you want to remove your limiting beliefs, and if you want to achieve the results faster, and because like I told you, taking out that garbage from your mind, and at a first stage you might feel that it's very difficult, it's not possible, how will I take the emotions, how will I take the garbage? But it's not that, it's very easy, you can do that. Okay, so if you want to have those answers, you want to be dream big and make your dreams come true, all you have to do is to just fill up this small feedback form. My team will actually share the link, so you can fill up this form, and then we will get in touch with you, and then we can have a one-to-one session to understand your work. Because these are the general things what I have told. And if you want, because everybody's life is different, everybody has different challenges in their lives, and so we have to approach each and everybody's life in a different way. So once we do a one-to-one session, that is a time when we'll be able to know more. So if you are interested, you can actually fill up those one-to-ones, fill up this form. I think my team has shared or not. Let me just share. Let me share this link. And okay, just 1 minute. Yeah, I'm just sharing the feedback form. He has shared it. Okay, thanks. So you can fill up the feedback form, and in the meanwhile, yeah, I'm open for questions. Any questions, any doubts, I'm ready to clear. No doubts. Okay, feedback about the session. You can put it in the chat box. How was the session? How did you enjoy it? Whether it was good, beneficial, not beneficial. Amazing is one word. Vasudha saying thank you. So if there are no questions, you can fill up the feedback form and then we will get back to you and we can have a one-to-one session. We'll schedule a one-to-one session and we can get back to you and to understand more as to how. And life is very simple, as I told you. We can achieve whatever we want, and it's very simple. And 365 days is a huge time. 365 days, miracles can happen. And if you feel that emotions which are there, they cannot be removed, these are all the myths. We can always remove them and get a faster results. And what we do through NLP is basically we change the programming which is there in a subconscious mind. We change the programming within few minutes. And there are many phobias, many anxieties, many negative emotions which can be removed within minutes. We bypass the conscious mind, we go directly into the subconscious mind, change the programming. And once the programmings in the subconscious mind are changed, things will start automatically happen. So with that, let's call it a day. And if you don't have any questions, take care of yourself, be safe, be healthy, and yeah, Jai Hind.